I'm filming this on the 19th of March 2020 at 4:44 p.m. Happy Spring Equinox. Light a candle and join me in this celebration of the Spring Equinox energies. Welcome. My name is Liam Doherty. I'm a musical artist that promotes peace, love and unity through astrology and the creation of my music and my artistic talents. And love from my heart. Light a candle with me. And if you can't get to a candle, let us imagine that we're holding a candle in our hand right now and it is going right into our hearts as we celebrate the Spring Equinox. Welcome. Ooh, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, so in these times of change that are going on at the moment, it is very, very interesting that many of us are actually self-isolating, and during this period of self-isolation we're spending a lot of time with ourselves. Now the interesting thing about all of this is if you were a Buddhist, they would laugh and they'd say, self-isolating? But we do this all the time. It's called retreating. So during this time of retreating, it is a time for us to press the button in our lives of reset and go deeper inside ourselves. And remember who we are, why we came here, and what the purpose of our life is, and what direction it's going in, and what's important to us. Now, Uranus went into Taurus, and when it began that journey last year, at the beginning of the year, where it went direct, it really shook us all, because Uranus is a planet which is about, very, very sudden changes. And what it did was it actually shook us all up and made us look at our value system. And this time that we're going through at the moment is the same. It's, Uranus in Taurus is about changing routines. We're changing our routines now because a lot of us are self-isolating because of the coronavirus, COVID-19. And it's now given us an opportunity of, recalibrating ourselves. And let me be very, very clear about something. From my perspective, it's very, very important to maintain high levels of hygiene and cleanliness. In whatever you're doing, wear gloves or whatever. That's important, and keeping a high level of hygiene at all times. But there's many different levels to all of this. What about your emotional hygiene? What about your spiritual hygiene? Mind, body and soul, how they all come together. And these are all equally as important. And I feel like during these times, it's a time for us to really reflect on what's really, really important to us and how we take care of ourselves in all those other ways as well. Because self-love is very, very important, and I think it's very, very misunderstood. Self-love is not about posting loads of pictures on Instagram and looking fantastic and going around with all smiles on your face on the outside. It's about loving yourself without condition. And a perfect example is when you look at a child that's got a raggedy old doll, and the doll could have a ripped dress and, be really dirty from being dragged around, and it could have an arm falling off, for example. But that child loves that doll unconditionally, because that doll is loved regardless. And that's what self-love is. It's loving ourselves regardless of any of the imperfections in which we think that we have, and loving ourselves anyway. So for example, I like to go to the gym, and when I go to the gym, I try and go 5 times a week, Monday to Friday, If I miss a day, I used to give myself such a hard time and I'd be going, oh gosh, this is awful, you know, and I feel so bad about it. And now I feel like if I miss a day, it's okay, because, you know, there's other things going on in my life and you have to adjust accordingly. Not feeling bad, not feeling, you know, negative about yourself and moving away from self-love and giving yourself a hard time. No, I don't do that. That's just one example. And you can use that example across many different things. You know, you have a bad hair day, maybe you're into the beauty industry, or, you know, and you start thinking to yourself that you're worth less. How ridiculous. You know, go inside yourself, find your inner core, and that's really important. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this robe. I am a shaman. I'm a practicing shaman, and this beautiful robe is not just an outfit to wear. In fact, it's one of the most precious things that I own. This outfit was hand sewn by a shaman's wife, and each individual stitch of this garment had a prayer sewn into it. So it's very, very special, this particular garment, and that's why I wore it on such a special day, the Spring Equinox. Let me go through a couple of things with you which will be of interest. Okay, so the Spring Equinox is really important because it gives us a starting point now of moving forward and manifesting what we want with this start button, this reset button. And we can really think about and put out there to the universe on this very, very special day, love. There's too much fear energy going on around here. Do not fear anything. We need to turn inside ourselves, just like with self-love, and love outwardly, inwardly at all times. Do not go into this panic. Do not buy into all of this panic and fear, because that's the opposite of love. The opposite of love is fear. It is not hate, it is fear. And through fear, we're moving away from love. And let me tell you something else. When you are in a state of fear, whatever it is, it lowers your immune system, makes you very, very sick, and it makes you more prone to catching things like this virus, for example. So it's important for us to maintain a very, very balanced mind, body, and soul in all aspects of our life, in our work, in our, in our personal lives. You know, because if you put all your energy into one thing, then everything's out of balance. You know, where are you going to find the time to spend, looking after your spiritual self, your soul, like this time that we've got right now, which is so, so valuable and important, So fear, move away from the fear, let go of it, go into love. And some of the ways that we can do this is we can do meditation, we can do prayer, we can dance and sing and do all sorts of things. Do something from your heart. Maybe you haven't had a chance in a while to do something like painting, or, write a song, or, one thing I did want to say is I've got a couple of cards here. This one is nothing particular, it's just an ooh la la card, and this is a really beautiful one. This is a spiritual card. And it says, imagine a world with no fear and pain. I mean, these are just priceless, I always keep a few cards lying around with me, but you could make your own. And the reason why I'm mentioning these is because you could write down on a card your telephone number and a little message and pop it into an elderly person's home that's feeling isolated during this time, and just say, hey, it's Liam. If you want to have a chat, give me a call on this number, or if you need me to get you anything at the supermarket, give me a call. I can leave it outside your house. Do something heart-centered. Be proactive with things. Now, that's just one idea. You may have other ideas of your own, and that's cool as well. Okay. So, going back to some of the other things that I was talking about, some really important astrological things that are happening at the moment. Okay, so all of this energy which is coming up at the moment with the Spring Equinox, very, very important to go into love, let go of fear. Other things to remember are significant dates. On the 21st of March, Saturn goes into Aquarius, which is an air sign. So this means that there's going to be no boundaries, and there's going to be more developments regarding anything to do with looking to the future, because Aquarius is a very futuristic sign. It's the most futuristic sign of the zodiac. And then you also have Sagittarius as well, but it is at the top there with looking to the future. So it's going to be data, it's going to be new inventions coming out, and it's, you know, it's going to have no boundaries. So it's the first time in a very long time that Saturn, a very, very slow moving planet, is actually entering Aquarius. So this is very, very exciting. And, you know, as we have, you know, different things that are breaking down boundaries, including this COVID-19 virus. I'm not saying that there's bad things, any more bad things that are coming, that are, you know, but it depends how you look at things. You know, this has given everyone an opportunity of actually going inwardly in themselves and, you know, taking care and resetting themselves and looking at what's important. So there's positives in everything. Some of the other things that I've got here is I've got some lovely tuning forks here. So I'm going to choose a tuning fork for Saturn. Here we go. Oh, great Saturn, bring to us here today all good karma and our destinies, which are filled with joy, love, peace and balance and beauty and magnificence. Help us find the good, positive boundaries in our lives. Help us be open-hearted and loving to ourselves as well as others. Ow. During this time as well, we can pray. Say a few prayers. Lord Ganesh, there's my Ganesh ring. There we go. Beautiful. Om Gam Ganapatiya Namaha. 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 Give thanks, O great universe. On the 24th of March this month, we're having a full moon in Aries, and that is another reset of us beginning a cycle of self first, putting yourself first forward, beginning a new project, something new that you can actually start. So there's lots of astrological amazing things that are happening over the next few days. So I just wanted you to be aware of that, utilising this video. And some of the other things that I've pulled out here is, you know, crystal wise, you know, put a crystal that's important for you. I can talk about amber and the properties of it. I mean, amber's been around since the beginning of time. It's just such a beautiful thing. I love amber so much, and you know, it's really good for meditating and giving yourself peace during this time, you know, relaxing yourself. And oracle cards. Let's ask for some wisdom using the oracle cards. So I'm going to use this deck today called Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed, and I'm going to ask for some messages. So I ask the universe to work through me right now for the good of all as I am now. I ask the universe to come through me right now as I do a reading for the collective, and ask what they need to know right now. So thank you for joining me. I love you very much with all my heart. I'm feeling a lot of love here. Thank you for joining me. And what do you need to know right now during this time? Here we go. This is called the Mapmaker of Destiny. I was only talking about destiny regarding Saturn. So it is now a time for us to look at our authentic purpose, inspiration and free will. Here is the card. Isn't it beautiful? And this is telling us that now is a time for us to go deeper in ourselves and find out what we're doing with our life. How authentic are we living our lives? You know, how are we in balance with our mind, body and soul in all that we do? This is very, very important. And another message, is there anything else that the collective needs to know right now? This one. The Dreamwalker. Beautiful. Dreams, the collective good and illusions. The Dreamwalker is telling us here to believe in the beauty of your dreams and let go of fear and go into love. Dream big and trust that they will come true. Because using the law of attraction, that which we focus on, we bring to ourselves. So if we're focusing on fear, oh, I'm going to catch a virus. You're taking care of yourself already. But if you're focusing on fear all the time, reading the newspapers and having an emotional reaction to that, then what's going to happen is the universe says, right, okay, I give you what you focus on all the time and I'll send it to you. So you don't want to be focusing on it. You want to be aware, but you need to have a detachment from things and go into love. And with regards to the collective good, we need to put love out there. And this is what I'm talking about, not fear. Let go of that fear energy. It serves nobody. And it certainly doesn't serve you. And illusions. The illusion is fear and panic. All this panic buying. I mean, really, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It's the hungry ghost energy. Which a hungry ghost energy is a ghostly energy which is about scarcity and not having enough and greed, and it's a very low vibration energy. We need to elevate ourselves up into higher frequencies of love and freedom. Let us pray. Ow. So, during these great times, we can also take the opportunity of letting go and enjoying ourselves. It's time for egos to fall in a world so beautiful. If we look within our hearts, the truth could be our craft. It's time to come together in strength once and forever, to follow everyone for the goodness they have done. Rising up, we've never had a voice until now. Rising up, we've never ever dared to be so loud. When we hit that higher frequency, find the strength in you and me, create a new reality, rise up. When we hit that higher frequency, find the strength in you and me, create a new reality, rise up. Rise up. I predict we have no walls, we'll shatter them all, and the fears that keep us separate will be gone. You keep your empty walls that separates us all. We found the codes to your ticking bombs. Rising up, we've never had a voice until now. Rising up, we've never ever dared to be so loud. When we hit that higher frequency, find the strength in unity, create a new reality, rise up. When we hit that higher frequency, find the strength in unity, create a new reality, rise up. Rise up. It's so beautiful to walk when we join despite the storm. We found courage when we looked within. It's so powerful fall to walk, to respond to life's call. Let the cataclysmic changes begin. Begin, rising up, we never have all sunset now. Rising up, we never ever dare to be so loud. Rising up, we never have all sunset now. Rising up, we never ever dare to be so loud. When we hit that higher frequency, find the strength in you and me, create a new reality, rise up. When we hit that higher frequency, find the strength in unity, create a new reality, rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Thank you so much for joining. Love you with all my heart. Until next time.